Today I'm gonna continue my top 5 series and we are gonna do serums. So these serums are going to be for anti-aging. We're not gonna do vitamin C or dedicated serums like that. We're gonna do the serums that I think are the best if you are over, say, 35 for addressing collagen production, elastin protection, for helping with texture and tone, and for generally improving the skin as we age. That's what these serums are all about. The first 3 that we're gonna talk about are in no particular order, and then my top 2 are my top 2. They are my desert island serums, my number 2 and my number 1, and they're my go-to for years and years. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna start with Dermelect Sleep Serum. I just repurchased this. I find that about once a year, I decide to buy this again. It used to be very much a staple in my PM routine, 1 night a week, sometimes 2 nights a week. And the way that I would use this is I would put it on, I would obviously cleanse, I would put this on, let it marinate for a while, and then I would just slather myself in Soothe and Recovery from Drmtlgy. You wake up the next day and your skin is amazingly glowy, improved texture, improved tone. It is just a cocktail of glycolic acid, salicylic acid, and also L-ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C. And all that does is give you a really great chemical exfoliation. It happens to also have these other ingredients that balance out and help to soothe the skin, like allantoin and hyaluronic acid and stuff like that. So you don't feel like you got a chemical peel, you just look glowy the next day. You got to go read the reviews because it's one of those things where don't just take my word for it. It is a phenomenal serum. And there are other serums like this on the market, but this is the first time I had ever found one, which was a few years ago when I started using it, that really, first of all, delivered on that next day glow and improvement in your skin quickly. You don't have to use this for months to see an improvement. You use it for a short amount of time and you start to see a change in your skin, which is always really nice. Acids will do that for you. But also, it didn't irritate my skin. I didn't wake up, like all crazy and irritated, especially when it comes to L-ascorbic acid. That form of vitamin C can be irritating. I did not find that. Another way that you can use this that I think is really underrated is on your neck and your décolleté. So you can go from your jawline down your deck, and you can do that a couple nights a week. It is definitely a slower results than on your face, but what will happen is the texture on your neck will improve and the hyperpigmentation over time, and that can make a really, really big visual change to our neck and our décolleté. Now, if you decide to use this at night, I don't recommend combining this with retinoids. So that is its only downfall, is that you really do need to substitute a night or 2 of your retinoids with this, and then just go in with some moisture. That's the way I would do it. So that is the only caveat, is that you can't be using it with your retinoids. I feel like that's just a recipe for irritation. So that's the Dermelect Sleep Serum, and that is number 5. Number 4 is going to be the Drmtlgy Needle-Less Serum. This is the jack of all trades. This is the serum that, in my opinion, can do almost everything. You can use this with cosmetic needling. You can use this as just a dedicated serum that is kind of multitasking. It is packed with peptides, and those are going to help to hydrate your skin, and they're just very, very nourishing ingredients. This also has ceramides. You can think of ceramides as the glue that holds the brick, and it's the mortar that holds the bricks together in our barrier. So ceramides are really, really important, and they're great to see in skincare. It's kind of one of those that is just this great anti-aging serum that is going to help to boost your radiance in your skin. It's going to help with, the hydration in your skin, barrier function in your skin. But again, you're not putting this on and the next day some magic has happened. It really isn't like that. Also, they call it needle-less serum, and there's nothing in a bottle that is going to replicate what an injection is going to do or something like that. I think that's just a little play on words, and I think people get caught up in that. It is not Botox in a bottle. It's nothing like that. It's just a beautiful cocktail of ceramides, peptides, humectants, that will definitely contribute to beautiful, healthy skin. So that is Drmtlgy Needle-Less Serum. That's been a favorite for years. And like I said, I love to use that with cosmetic needling too. I think it's absolutely beautiful with that type of shallow needling. Gorgeous. Let me know down below if you've used Needle-Less Serum with your cosmetic needling, because it's one of my go-tos when I do that type of needling. So the next one on this list is going to be the Medik. This is a liquid peptides advanced. This is the newest one in this group of 5, but it earned its spot easily. This has such an incredible ingredient deck, and also they are harnessing that technology of mini proteins. You guys have heard me talk about that with the collagen bank from Neutrogena. They use mini peptides. This is mini proteins. Then we also have Trini London has it in an eye cream. I really think that this is an area of emerging science in skincare. I think we're going to see a lot more of these mini proteins and mini peptides, which essentially, of course, are reducing the molecular size so that those ingredients can get into our skin deeper. The deeper they can penetrate into our skin, the more change that they can affect. Peptides are, of course, signaling ingredients, and the deeper into our skin that they can get, the more they can signal for things like collagen, elastin, etc. So this one is one that is also intriguing because it purports to give immediate effects, like within 10 minutes. And crazy thing is, I've actually had people reach out to me and say, have you tried that Medik serum? I got it, and oh my God, I was blown away immediately after I put it on. I mean, I've actually gotten messages like that. Now, I have to say, I put it on and I do think that my skin looks really nice, and I do think that it imparts hydration and makes it look really rested and kind of bouncy. But I don't notice that it's like, oh my gosh, I have a new face when I put it on. I also use a lot of things, so I think that some people may recognize instant results faster than other people. This is definitely one of those things where I think it's emerging science, and it's very, very exciting. I do think that this is for somebody who is tackling all the things. If you're going after collagen, elastin, you want an everyday serum that is also going to make your skin look better in that moment because of those hydrating ingredients and because of those mini proteins that are able to penetrate deeper and affect an immediate change on your skin and give you an immediate plumping. It also has acetyl hexapeptide 8, which is argireline, and I do think that that's an impressive peptide in skincare. It's not Botox in a bottle. I know people say that, but it is not. But it is an impressive peptide, and I do think that it is a very valuable one in skincare. So that is the Medik liquid peptides. This is solidly in this group of 5. And like I said, it's the newest member of the group here, and it's earned its spot pretty easily. All right, let's get to the number 2. So 2 and 1. Number 2 is going to be Peptide Squad. Do you see a theme here? I'm all about peptides. I am a fan of peptides, amino acids, ceramides, humectants, all of those things. But peptides to me are one of those ingredients that no matter what, they are doing some crazy hydration for the skin. There is value in peptides regardless of whether you actually think they're going to stimulate collagen and elastin, etc. They're definitely doing good for your skin no matter what. So this one is interesting from Maelove because I use it as a copper peptide serum. You can see that it is rich in copper. You can see because there it is, it's blue. But it has other peptide complexes in here that are going to help, kind of like the Medik, that are going to help with collagen stimulation, elastin protection, can help with scars. Copper peptides are really, really helpful for textured skin. So I love this one. I've been using it for a very, very long time. It is part of my PM routine. The other thing about copper peptides is that people will often say, oh, I heard you couldn't use copper peptides with retinoids. Oh, I heard you couldn't use copper peptides with X, Y, and Z. You absolutely can. And in fact, I find my copper peptides, this serum, to be absolutely comforting before my retinoids. I find it to actually mitigate any kind of stress and irritation that might come along with retinoids. So this is one that I just think is beautiful, and I think everybody could get along with this one. I haven't gotten a lot of feedback. I've gotten no feedback from people who don't like it. Mostly I get feedback from people that say they love it and they're on, I don't even know how many bottles of this I've now gone through. This is another one that is really beautiful with cosmetic needling and can help to heal the skin quickly, calm the skin. And like I said, it's great if you have especially newer scars to get some copper peptides kind of on board to help that heal beautifully. So that is the Maelove Peptide Squad. It is my number 2. Okay, my number 1 serum is going to be the Youth Recovery from Photozyme. This is my desert island pick, my #1 product in my skincare arsenal. I find this to be right up there with retinoids and SPF and moisturizer. Like, I could right there, those 4 things, and I would be golden. It's gonna help with, obviously, DNA repair. So it's gonna help to repair past sun damage. And the majority of the aging in our skin is extrinsic from UV damage, pollution, stuff like that. That stuff is damaging our DNA, and when that gets repeated over and over and over, our DNA repair enzymes that are naturally occurring in our body can't quite keep up. They repair the damage happens again. Each cell is getting something like 10,000 hits of damage a day or something like that. I will link my video that I just did with Dr. Dan Yarosh, who is the aficionado on DNA repair enzymes. He's been working on them since the 70s. He's like OG DNA repair enzyme scientist. And it's just really fascinating research. He told me that now they're finding that DNA repair enzymes are helpful with eradicating senescent cells. If you've been here for a while, you know those are the zombie cells that are not alive anymore, they're not dead. And really the issue with them is when they get together in groups, they put out this secretion that is inflammatory and can be damaging to our collagen and to other cells and stuff like that. So DNA repair enzymes, turns out, can actually help to repair a senescent cell just enough so it'll kill itself. And that sounds crazy, but you get rid of the senescent cell, there's not a bunch of them in a group, they don't put out those inflammatory markers that damage stuff, it's this whole cycle. So that was a fascinating revelation and just another reinforcing reason why I want to use this product and use DNA repair enzymes in general. I will tell you that there are lots of other products that have DNA repair enzymes. A lot of people are jumping on the bandwagon. This one happens to be my favorite, but if you are interested in just learning about other products or learning about DNA repair enzymes in general, I will also link my DNA repair enzyme all-star video where I share other brands, I share an affordable alternative, I share some other things because I truly believe everybody should have DNA repair enzymes on board and I want you to have options. So this is my #1 pick for my anti-aging serum, my pro-aging serum, my skin health serum, and I love every single one of these serums. I would love to know from you, what's your desert island serum pick? Let me know down below. Seriously, there are so many serums on the market that clearly these are just the 5 that I decided to opt for. I have more and I had to weed through, but I would love to hear from you. What is your favorite? Because it's really valuable information. I get so many great recommendations from you guys. I've said that so many times. You have no idea how often I read through the comments and I end up buying stuff because I want to test out what you love as well. You are just a wealth of information for me. So leave that down below. Now, if you're wondering what to watch next, you can watch this one right here. It's another top 5 video. We're talking under eye masks, moisturizers, cleansers. We're doing all the categories. So check it out and let me know what you think. I hope that you are having the most wonderful day and I will talk to you in my next skincare video. Take care.